Have you ever noticed that your body can wake up at 5 a.m. for a vacation flight, but somehow can't wake up at 7 a.m. for work? You woke up this morning before your alarm went off, didn't you? It definitely wasn't a work day, nor a 9 a.m. meeting. But maybe it was the day you were going on a trip, or the day you had a date with your best friend. Your eyes opened before the alarm clock rang, and this is the rare time you felt not exhausted at all. So this is what I want you to sit and think about for the next few minutes. What makes you unable to wake up on your own every morning? Is the problem that you don't understand how your brain actually works? Because here is the weird thing. Your body already has a built-in alarm clock. It has been inside you your whole life, and it is more powerful than any clock sitting on your nightstand. The only question is whether it is set right or completely messed up. Let's find that out with me. Your brain has something called a circadian rhythm. Don't think of it as a clock. Think of it as a biological production team working 24/7, coordinating body temperature, hormones, digestion, alertness, and yes, it coordinates your sleep-wake cycle. This system doesn't respond to your intentions. It is programmed on a fixed cycle. But now modern life completely ruins us. Staying up late surfing the net until 1 a.m., sleeping in until noon on weekends, working all day in a dark room with no natural light, answering work emails at 11 p.m. Every single one of those sends a conflicting signal to your internal biological clock. Your brain really no longer knows when morning is supposed to start. And when the brain is confused about the morning, waking up feels like torture. Have you ever noticed that on Sunday night, you almost dread going to sleep because you know how terrible Monday morning will be? That is not a coincidence. That is your circadian rhythm being completely out of sync. So what actually solves this? Most people think they need more discipline. They don't. What they need is consistent. Not motivation. Motivation is unreliable. Not discipline. Discipline has limits. Here is the specific challenge I want you to try. For the next 7 days, pick a bedtime and keep it within a 10-minute window. So if you decide 11 p.m. is your bedtime, then from 10:50 to 11:10 is your entire acceptable window. It's that simple. It sounds ridiculously simple. But most adults have never done this for 7 consecutive days. We are extremely inconsistent creatures, living very orderly during the work week, and then when the weekend comes, we completely change and abandon all routines, breaking the cycle we built. Your body works through repetition, not willpower. When your bedtime is fixed, your brain starts initiating the wake-up cycle, even waking up before the alarm goes off. People who do this for 7 days will notice the unimaginable. They start waking up on their own, a few minutes before the alarm rings. That is no miracle. It's just your circadian rhythm system working right. But consistency is only the first step. What you do in the first 15 minutes of the morning is equally important. The second thing is getting sunlight exposure within an hour of waking up. Not phone screens, not indoor lights. Natural outdoor light, even if there is no sun. Just the light through the clouds is fine. Here is why this works. Sunlight hits a special layer of cells in your retina. These cells aren't for normal vision. They exist specifically to detect light and send signals to the brain's biological clock. When that signal fires in the morning, it starts a biological countdown. About 14 to 16 hours later, your brain starts secreting melatonin and preparing for sleep. In other words, morning light doesn't just help you wake up today, it also helps you sleep better tonight. The third thing is what no one wants to hear, but it is one of the most important issues in sleep science today. Sleeping in on the weekends is silently destroying your body's circadian rhythm. I know, I understand. After 5 long days of hard work, doing adult jobs, sleeping until 10 a.m. on Saturday feels to you like this is the reward after exhausting days. But this is what actually destroys the biological mechanism you have tried to build up all week. When you suddenly shift your sleep by 2 or 3 hours, your circadian rhythm shifts with it. Your body will think you just flew to another place with a different time zone. Sleep researchers have a name for this. They call it social jet lag. If you sleep in on the weekend, when your body is forced to wake up on Monday of the next week, it will think it's not time to wake up yet and equates it to about 4 a.m. Actually, you don't have to wake up exactly on time on weekends like normal days. But you should keep your wake-up time not too far off from weekdays. You should only lie in for about 30 to 45 minutes more. That will help keep your circadian rhythm from breaking. The fourth thing is very easy to do, but has surprising power and only takes about 4 seconds. The moment you open your eyes in the morning, do not negotiate. Do not check the time. Do not calculate how many minutes are left until the alarm goes off, and then decide whether to sleep more or get up. What you need to do is sit up. I don't ask you to stand up. I don't ask you to exercise immediately. Why? Here's the reason I want to mention. Every time you continue lying down after waking up, it means you are reinforcing a neural connection between the sleep state and the wake state, making the body want to sleep again. The moment you sit up, you have broken that connection. And an interesting thing happens. The sleepy state has completely disappeared, replaced by alertness. After watching this video, try this method and embrace the results it brings. The fifth thing is what every generation nowadays often finds very difficult to do. Stay away from your phone 1 hour before going to bed. Phone screens can delay melatonin production and make it harder for your brain to recognize that it's time to sleep. Make it hard to fall asleep and directly affect your wake-up time the next morning, leaving your body tired. And here is the sixth thing, which is also the most important but the least noticed. That is getting enough hours of sleep. When your body really needs 7 to 8 hours of sleep but you only get 5 hours, all the efforts you made above are meaningless. You go to bed on time, but the lack of sleep hours still makes your body sluggish. And sunlight will not help you be more alert either. So for a morning waking up without feeling tired, you need to sleep on time and get enough hours. Here is how you combine all of the above into a real system. 1. Pick a bedtime and a wake-up time. Commit to both within a 10-minute window every day, even on weekends, within reason. 2. Get outdoor light exposure in the first hour after waking up. 3. Don't sleep in on weekends. 4. When the alarm rings or when your eyes naturally open, sit up immediately without negotiating. 5. Stay away from phones 1 hour before bed. 6. Get enough sleep. 7 or 8 hours a day. And to let your biological clock work right, set a timeline to do these things. Do all of these for 2 weeks, not 2 days. When the biological clock is activated, it will then repeat on a certain cycle. Then every time you wake up in the morning, it will no longer be torture. Your body will feel much healthier. If the things I shared above really bring benefits to you, I want to know what you will try first. Share in the comments section below. And if you want to see more content like this, science-based, truly applicable, no fluff, subscribing to the channel takes only a few seconds and really helps this channel grow. Take care of yourself. See you in the next video.